So you can see in the chat box, there are a few links which I have pasted just now. You can see the syllabus link, and on the clicking on this link, you can just check your syllabus. Okay, these links you can paste it in your desktop also or device, whichever device you're using it. Syllabus you can check on this particular link. Payment you can make by clicking on this link. So if you want to share feedback, you are always allowed to use this link to go ahead. So for all batch details, you have to just click on this link. In any query related to your course or related to your any other material which you need to access, okay, you always feel free to drop a mail on this mail ID, which is support@olympiadsuccess.com, or you can WhatsApp us on these numbers. Okay. So in case you find any network glitch, you can just watch this demo live on Facebook by clicking on this link. All right. Hope I'm clear to everybody. So I'll not take much time. I'll introduce Tariq sir. So he's already here. He's a wonderful mentor who will be going to give you the complete knowledge about conceptual knowledge about your subject. Okay, so all over to you, Tariq sir.
Thank you, Pujana. Hi guys, with this and Ekant, I'm able to see both of you. So let me introduce myself. As you know that Pujana said, and my name is here, Tariq. So, and I have been in this profession for more than 22 years, right? What is your age with this, Anekant? I think it would be 13, around 13. And yeah, right on. Yeah, 13. So you are 13 and my age is 22. My experience in teaching is 22, right? So that is much more than your age. So normally I start teaching a student from class 8, right? And I took up to class 12. Right now, class 11th is also going on, right? And that will convert to 12th as well on the same platform, on Olympiad Success. So now I'm going to explain you in brief what is our plan, how we start. In fact, we always start from the basics, right? Because whatever thing we need to learn in the schools, so we always cover all those questions and topics, and then slowly and gradually we enhance the content and take it up to level 1 Olympiad and level 2 Olympiad, right? So every time I start from the basics, maybe in some classes I can take some questions from class 8 as well, and then all the topics, all the content questions which are there in class 9, and then gradually enhance the difficulty level. So later, what I have realized, when I explain the basic things, the students enjoy. But when it is a matter of difficult questions, like for level 2, most of the students, in fact, give up. So one thing I want to advise all of you, that you should join this platform, you should join the class with this aim that we are preparing the student to excel at a state or international level, right? The curriculum which you learn in the school, that is very easy, right? So when I explain the easy things of school level, you may enjoy. But if you are not dedicated and committed, you can't learn very well, or you can't cope up with the syllabus of level 2. So you have to think on it first before joining, because we always start from the basics and take it up to extreme level, right? So that you can get the maximum from here. Everyone who joins the classes here, the main aim is to excel at Olympiad level, right? At international level, or at least at state level. But when we start explaining the questions of that level, most of the students give up. So that is the problem I have been experiencing in last 4 or 5 years. So that is my request to everyone. If you are really interested to excel at a state level and international level, then you must join this. But if you want to just learn the basics of schools, right? The questions of which you are learning there at school level, then this platform won't be very, although we will teach that also, but then you do not need to join the classes. That I am telling you. Okay. And we are committed, we have a very committed team. And with time, you will able to know that what we are saying, we are fulfilling. So it's a small thing. I won't take much time. I will explain the topic in few minutes. So over to you, Pooja ma'am.
Thank you so much, Tariq sir. Very nice thing Tariq sir has told to everybody that, see, as you know, Olympiad examinations are little next level examination, right? These are not equal to your school studies. So better you should come prepared for the same, okay? So, okay. Before moving ahead, I would like to know who all knows us before, right? Who all are joining us for the first time. So if you're joining us for the first time, type it in the chat box if you already knows us before. So drop B in the chat box.
Pooja ma'am, one important rule is there for the classes. Let me explain
Yes,
that to the students. See, you have to keep the camera on during the classes,
true.
right?
Agree.
So in any case, so we are very much firm on that. That is one of the important rule of the class. So right now I am again requesting whosoever is joining for the demo, you should turn on the camera so that we can interact with each other properly. And that is in fact the rule for the class.
See, students, already we are meeting online, right? So if you keep your cameras on, how we will be able to interact, right? How do you feel if we keep our cameras off? So better you should turn on your cameras, then only this will be the interactive class. Saurav, Dipan, Nime, turn on your cameras. Okay, type it in the chat box who all are joining for the first time, right? F, who all are joining, who has joined us before also, who knows us before also. So type B in the chat box. Okay, Nime joining us for the first time. Vidit also for the first time. Samriddhi also for the first time. Very nice. Ikant for the first time. Very nice. So I'm pretty sure this will be the very good learning for you guys. So as you all are joining us for the first time, you'll be going to experience something very different and very nice. Okay. So let me share my PPT with you all. Hope my screen is visible to everybody. As you know that we all are in demo of mathematics. Just a moment. Okay, so as you all know that we all are in grade 9 mathematics demo class. So if we talk about Olympiad Success, it is India's largest online platform wherein we provide different courses for School Plus program. Okay, so that includes mathematics, English, science, logical reasoning, communication, spoken and written, and Vedic math and coding. So what else do we give in this? This will be the one-on-one online classes, include CBSE, ICSE, IG, CSE, and IB classes for grades 2 to 12. And it includes one-on-one preparation classes for International Mathematics Olympiads also. That is called SESMO, CMO, HKIMO, TIMO, Math Counts, US Common Core Math Competition, Math Kangaroo, PRM. So you can meet our rank holders, which are already on the screen. So these kids are like you only, right? So you also will be going to come soon if you'll focus more and you'll work hard, right? So if I talk about the Olympiad sessions, so it includes group sessions of ratio of 29 students delivered through Zoom by our seasoned tutors. So session will be 3 days per week. That will be Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, 8 p.m. to 9:15 p.m. with 5 minutes of break. So the session includes a mix of theory, practice questions, doubt sessions, and discussions on previous year papers. Students will get reading material and practice questions, which will be available on the dashboard of Olympiad Success. Students will get a free access to Olympiad Success platform to practice topic-wise mock test for both math and reasoning to as logical reasoning constitutes 10 to 15% of the questions. The objective of these sessions is to provide introduction to the entire curriculum and sufficient headway to the student compared to their peers. As you know that in demo only you'll get to know that how your mentor will be going to teach you. So this page includes syllabus, classes, and fees. So for syllabus, as I have already pasted in the chat box, these all links will be going to paste it again in the chat box. So syllabus, you can just check it on this particular link. Fees will be 13,356 rupees for 60 sessions. Payment can be made on this particular link. These fees includes online classes, daily reading notes and exercises, practice of previous year papers, access to Olympiad Success platform for mathematics plus logical reasoning. There will be no refund. So what all you need for these classes will be a laptop or desktop with good internet speed, with good camera clarity and headphones for better audio clarity. Preparation for Olympiad examination is tougher than regular school curriculum, as you already know, and I have told you already, and Karisa has also told you. Hence, student will require to spend approx 2 hours every day to cope up with the curriculum. Okay, so that you can score well. So classes will be going to start on So classes will be going to start on 9th of April, that is Tuesday. Okay, so let me share my screen. I'll give you the dashboard tour. Okay, sort of in case you're finding an internet glitch, you're not able to turn on your camera, so you can just keep your camera. Or what is the reason of I am leaving, I'm not getting? And Depan, they may turn on your cameras. Hope my screen is visible to everybody. You have to just enter this URL olympiadsuccess.com. Okay. So over here, you'll get your user ID and password. Then you need to enter this user ID and password to just log in on this page. So after entering your credentials, you'll get this page on your screen, which is carrying a personal details, wherein you need to check all these details. There is any error, you can just rectify it and you have to click on update button. Okay. After clicking on update button means whatsoever errors were there in your personal details, that must be rectified. Okay. So after over here, you will be going to get a worksheets. In worksheets, you have to select your specific subject for which specific subject you want to see your worksheets. Okay. I am going to select mathematics. So for that, you'll be going to see which worksheet you want to attempt. Okay, so for that, you have to just click on take exam. After clicking on take exam, you'll get the worksheet on your screen wherein you have to just read the instructions carefully. And after reading it, you have to just click on start worksheet. Make sure that you read instructions carefully, that you should not commit any mistake while attempting your worksheet. See, you can see there are so many questions on the worksheet. 50 around 60 as per your grade. Okay. So once you are done with the question one, you have to move on to question two. For that, you have to just click on next button. So the moment you're done with all the questions, keep on moving on next button and you can do all the questions. Okay. So once you're done with all the questions, you have to just submit the worksheet for submission. You have to just click on finish button. Make sure that you should review all the questions before submitting, that in case we find that any error is there, you can just rectify it before submitting. So you have to just click yes, I have reviewed all the questions, and then your worksheet will be submitted. Okay. This is a feedback page. In case you want to give, you can give. Otherwise, you can click the later button also. So once you're done with the worksheet, you can access your performance also, that how you have performed to see that for your betterment. So for performance also, again, you have to just select your specific subject, for which subject you want to see your performance. You can see over here just now I've attempted the worksheet. So I'm going to click on that particular worksheet. I've attempted this worksheet, so I'm going to click on this to see the performance that how I've attempted. I have attempted 2 questions, both were wrong, right? So whenever you're attempting the worksheet, make sure that you should be more concentrative, you should be clear with the concepts, and you are attempting for your practice. Okay. So over clicking on review button, you can just see which answer was correct and where I have marked a mistake. Okay, so you can see that. So this is all about your worksheet and performance. So in grade 9, there'll be a book from where you're already going to do studies. Okay. So that's all about a dashboard. In case anybody is having any query related to the dashboard, feel free to drop it in the chat box. I'll be happy to answer your queries. Okay, Saurabh, you are having a network problem? No problem. In case you want to leave, you can leave. Otherwise, if you want to stay, you can stay. Dipen Shloka. Hi, Shloka. Please turn on your camera. Dipen, turn on your camera. Nime, I am saying this thing from past 20 minutes. Please turn on your camera. See, it doesn't look good that you all are sitting in the class and you are sitting with the cameras on. I think you are grown up kids now. Okay. If anybody is not having any query related to the dashboard, let me answer questions. What are the class days? Drop it in the chat box. Let me see how many of you have seen the PPT carefully. What were your class dates in the PPT I have shown you? Okay, I'll repeat again. Class days are Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, and timings will be 8 p.m. till 9:15 p.m. Okay. So if nobody is having any doubt, let's move on to the demo directly. Right. All over to you, Tariq sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, guys. So we are here for the demo of class 9, right? So the first chapter, the first topic which you will learn in class 9, that is about irrational numbers, right? So let me start. Irrational numbers. Okay. Whenever we talk about irrational number, another number comes into picture before this one. And that number is in fact a rational number, which we have already learned in class 8. Am I right? Have you learned it in class 8? You can write in the chat box yes or no. See, I keep on asking the questions you have to answer in the chat box because, yeah, good with it. Good, Samvedi, yeah. So, rational number, this we have learned in class 8. Now, my next question is, any one of you can tell me what is the definition for rational number? Any idea? Anyone has? Yeah, you should write in the chat box. Good with it. P by Q, where Q is not equal to 0. That's good. So, a number of the form P upon Q, where Q is not equal to 0, is called a rational number. Good. Do you have idea by what letter a rational number is denoted? What is the notation? Good, Nima. Good, Smriti. Fine. Now tell me by what letter rational number is being represented? Q. Good. It is represented by Q. Right? Okay. Now, rational numbers are, now see the example of rational number. 5 by 2 minus 2 by 3. These are the rational numbers. Okay, my question is whether 0 is a rational number. Yes or no? Whether 0 is a rational number? Yes, with you saying yes. Good. 0 is a rational number because there is 1 at the denominator and that's why it is in the form P by Q. And whenever a number has form P by Q, we call it rational number. -7 means -7 by 1. So it is also a rational number. Fine. One question I am asking, do you have idea what is the problem? What this condition says? Q should not equal to 0. What is the meaning of this? This condition always be there whenever rational number is defined? Yes. Because a number is not divisible by 2. Okay, Smriti, because we can't divide any number by 0. Okay. Both of you have correct answer, but I want more explanation for this. Suppose I want to divide a number by 0. As you said that we can't divide, right? But suppose someone is dividing a number by 0, then what is the problem? What will happen? That is the basic question. Is there any problem? Yeah. Smriti is writing, I'm waiting. Depends, Saurav, Sloka, turn on the camera because you are going to learn during the classes in this format. I always explain and keep on interacting with my students. Okay, please repeat it. I can't read. Smriti, I can't read. Repeat it once again. Yes, I'm waiting. It is close to infinity. The pen is saying it is close to infinity. Yeah, that is in fact in the right direction. In fact, it is not close to infinity, but we call it the non. No, 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 Smriti. I'm not discussing irrational number right now. We are discussing rational number which we have learned in class 8. And there you have always seen that whenever we have written P by Q, this condition is always written there. Q is not equals to 0. So we are trying to understand what is the meaning of this condition. As you both said earlier, Vidit and Samriddhi, that we can't divide any number by 0. In fact, that is okay, but that is not exactly correct. We can divide any number by 0. Any number can be divided by 0. There is no problem. No depend. It's not irrational. No, no, no. Irrational number is a different number. Okay. So let me explain. I understood that right now you all have no idea, right? So I'm going to explain what is the meaning of this one. Q is not equals to 0, right? Now see, suppose I'm taking a number. I'm taking a number 100 and dividing this number by 10. What will be the value? We will get 10. Correct? Okay. What I am going to do? Our intention is to understand what will happen when we will bring 0 here at the denominator. Right? Okay? Fine. So this is the problem. So we have to bring 0 here. Now see, I'm going to, okay, start with 100. I'm starting with 100. So we will get 1. So we have to bring 0 here. I'm going to reduce it one by one, not at once. So now I am reducing that 100 to 50. Now see, I decrease the denominator from 100 to 50. What will be the value? It will be equal to 2. Then again, I am going to decrease the denominator. So I am decreasing it to 25. Now, as the denominator is decreased, see, The net value is increasing. It increases. Again increases. Are you noticing this? Keeping the numerator same, I am decreasing the denominator. The net value is increasing. Fine. Okay. What I am doing? I want to know what will happen if I divide 100 by 0. That is the purpose that I want to know. That's why I am decreasing the denominator slowly and see the result what is happening here. Okay. Again, I am reducing this 25 more to 10. See, I reduced more. Now you will see the value is again increased. It increased to 10. Fine. It is again increasing. Still denominator is not 0. Right? We have to bring it to 0. Again, I decreased it to 1. Now it is more closer to 0 than 10. So here I decreased. What is the net value? We see it is increased again. Fine. Getting? Our purpose is to check what will happen if denominator is 0. That we try to understand right now. So I have to go towards 0 and see what will happen when it is 0 or exact or close to 0. Now I am going to decrease it more. 100 by 0.1. See, 0.1 is 10 times lesser than 1, right? What will be the net value? It is 1000. Here I decreased. Here the value is increased to 1000. Still, denominator is not 0. It is not 0. It is 0.1. I'm going to decrease it more. 100 by 0.01. We will get the value 10,000. See, still denominator is not 0, but the value goes up to 10,000. I'm going to decrease it more. 100, 0.000001. See, denominator is not exactly 0. It is close to 0. Its value, the denominator value is 1 by 70. This is the value of denominator, which is not exactly equal to 0. Fine. So what will happen? What will be its net value? There will be 7 more zeros. Now see, it's a very big value, while the denominator is not 0. Suppose if I increase 2 zeros here, definitely its value will be increased by 2 zeros, while the denominator is not 0. See how big value we are getting. Now this value we can't count, right? It is more than enough. So if I increase 2 zeros here, it will be increased by 2 zeros more. And if I keep on doing this, it will keep on increasing. Now these values are very big values. We have no idea what is its exact value. So mathematicians have given the name a very big value to infinity. So infinity means a very, 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 very large value whose exact value is not known. This is the meaning of infinity. Fine. You can notice still the denominator is not 0. It is very close to 0, but it is not exactly 0. That's why here at the denominator part, we can't put 0 because it will give us a so large value that we are unable to understand. So that is basically the problem. That's why this condition always lies there, that a rational number will be of the form p by q, where q should not equal to 0. Got it? Or is still any doubt in this explanation? If you have something in mind, you can ask. Okay, with this saying, got it. What about others? Anyone has any doubt in mind to ask? You can write in the chat box. Samriddhi, are you there? Okay, Sloka saying got it. Ekant saying no doubt. Okay. So now coming to, so what we learn, rational number is of the form p by q, where q not equal to 0. This is the explanation why we can't put the denominator equal to 0. One more thing I am going to explain, which you don't may have learned well in class 8. Rational numbers are of two types. Rational numbers are of two types. Repeating decimal or non-repeating decimal. Right? So rational numbers are of two types. They may be repeating decimal or non-repeating decimal. Example, 1.3 bar. Now, what is the meaning of 1.3 bar? It means 3 is coming again and again. Right? And this is the example of a rational number. Right? Non-repeating, 2.1, 7.53. These are the non-repeating. 1.07 bar, 2.001 bar. So these are the examples of repeating decimal. This is the example of non-repeating decimal. So we should keep in mind that rational numbers are basically of two types, repeating as well as non-repeating. Okay, now coming to that topic which is there in our class 9, and that is irrational number. Irrational number. Anyone can tell me who has the idea of definition of irrational number? Anyone has idea with it? No idea. Okay, so I am writing the definition. A number which is non-repeating and non-terminating is called irrational number. So these are the definitions. These are the two conditions for a number to call irrational number. Two conditions are there. The number must be non-repeating and the number must be non-terminating. Non-terminating. Now see, I am writing a number 1.77, right? Or 1.7 bar. Tell me whether this is an irrational number. Yes or no? Somebody is saying yes, it is irrational. Deepan saying no. Luka saying no. Yes, the answer is no. Why? Because 1.7 bar, here 7 is repeating Samriddhi. 7 is coming again and again. Right? And repeating numbers are, I just wrote here that repeating numbers are example of rational numbers. While for irrational number, the first condition says it must be non-repeating. It is failing in the first condition because 7 is repeating here. Since first condition fails, that's why it is not an irrational number. It is not an irrational number. Okay. Now, 5.32. Tell me whether this is an irrational number. Yes. Smriti is saying yes. Deepan saying no. Now Smriti is saying no. What about others? Ekant, Shloka, Ishi. Okay, no. No. Okay. See, there are two conditions on which we have to check whether a particular number is irrational or not. If both the conditions fulfilled at simultaneously, then that number can be irrational. Failing in any one condition, it won't be irrational. Okay. Now see, the number must be non-repeating. Okay. Numbers are not repeating. So it is fulfilling the first condition. Second condition says it should be non-terminating. Means it should not come to an end. It should go infinitely. It should never stop. Here, this number is stopping after 2. There is no other number after 2. So it stops here after the second digit. So it is a terminating number. And condition says number must be non-terminating. So this number is failing in the second condition. That's why it is again not an irrational number. It is also not an irrational number. 1.830127996. Tell me whether this is irrational or not. No. Why? Where it is failing? Where it is failing? In which condition? First or second? Just write one or two. Which condition it is failing? Second condition. Correct. It is coming to an end. Failing in second condition. So it is not an irrational number. It is terminating. Good. Okay. 2.3010017 dash dash dash. Tell me whether this is an irrational number or not. See, dash 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 tell us that it is going infinitely. It is not coming to an end. So it is fulfilling the second condition. And numbers are also not repeating. It is fulfilling the first condition as well. So this is the example of irrational number. Fine. Now here I can write one thing, that the square root of positive integers are always are not always are normally irrational numbers. Okay. Here one question arises because a technical word is there. This you may have learned earlier. I want to understand what is your concept regarding this. What do you understand by integer? What is your understanding about integers? Set of negative and positive whole numbers. Deep in writing. Okay. Good. This is a good definition. See, one new definition I am writing here for all of you. You should copy that. You won't get this definition anywhere. integer. The rational numbers right having denominator 1 are called integers. Check whether this definition is correct or not. You know rational number? Integers. 0, 1, 2, 3, dash, 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 -1, -2, -3, dash, dash, dash. Right? These all are the examples of integers. Now see precisely. Every integer has denominator 1. Every integer has denominator 1. So in fact, integers are a type of rational numbers having denominator 1 and they are called integers. Okay. Do you have idea by what letter integer is denoted? Integers are denoted by any idea? Okay, this is writing. Good. Z, or sometimes now we are calling it Z also. Right? So integers are denoted by Z. Okay. You should copy this definition because you won't get this definition anywhere in any book. So if you want to keep this in your mind, you should copy it. Okay. So we were learning about irrational numbers, right? So irrational numbers are the number which can satisfy these two conditions. Non-repeating and non-terminating condition is there. Number must fulfill both the conditions. Failing in any one condition, that number won't be an irrational number. The last line which I wrote, that whenever we take a square root of a positive integer, it will give us most of the time irrational numbers. Means root 2, root 3, root 5, 2 root 7, -5 root 3, all are in fact irrational numbers. So this is, we can write, if you want to write some irrational numbers in form of root, it is easy to write in root form. But root 4 is not irrational because it is 2 and 2 is rational. Root 9 is not irrational, it is 3. Root 9 is equal to 3. So these are the perfect. A square root of perfect square number need not be irrational number. That is the condition we can add. But whenever leaving those numbers, we will find the square root, no matter positive or negative, we will always get irrational numbers. Okay. Now my one question is, which is asked in the Olympiad paper, write two irrational numbers between number 1, 2 and 3. This is a question for your school examination as well. You have to write two different irrational numbers between 2 and 3. Can you tell me any two numbers between 2 and 3 which are irrational? See, one easy way is multiply both the numbers and write its square root. You will easily get one irrational number between them. So 2 into 3, 6, root 6. So root 6 is in fact one irrational number between 2 and 3. To find the second irrational number, you can follow the same rule. Multiply 2 and this and take the square root. 2 root 6 and it's a square root. In this way, this is also irrational number between 2 and 3. This is one way of writing, but there is other simpler way which I will appreciate more. Now we know that definition, two conditions are there. It should be non-repeating and it should be non-terminating. Yes, with it is writing. That's correct answer. So I'm writing 2.1, then I'm writing 10, then 1, then writing 2 zeros, 1, then writing 3 zeros, dash, dash, dash. Can you tell me whether this is irrational or not? Yes or no? Irrational. Yes. See, dash, dash, dash is there. So it is not coming to an end. Second condition fulfilling. What about first condition? First condition says it should not be repeating. See, if you are taking two numbers, it is 10, then coming 100, then coming 1000. Number is not repeating. 10 is not repeating again and again. So in fact, it is fulfilling both the conditions. So this is example of irrational number. Second example, here I have taken 1, then we can take any other number. After 1, 2.3. Then do the same thing. 03, 003, 000, and so on. This is the second number. Similarly, by putting any other number in the same format, you can write infinite numbers. 2.0707, 2.707, 007, 000, dash, dash, dash. So we can write infinite number of irrational numbers, right, between two rational. So this is one of the important questions for school examination as well as for Olympiad paper. Okay, the second question, write two irrational number between 0.5 and 0.55. Tell me the two numbers. 0.32, no, with it is 0.5. 0.32 is lesser than 0.5. You have to write between these two. Zero 0.5457, that's correct. Then this is the one number. Okay, see, it's up to 2 digit. So make it up to 2 digit. It is 0.50. This is 0.55. Now take any number between these 50 and 55. Suppose I am taking 51, 0.51. Then follow the same rule. Put 10, then write 51, then put 2 zeros, write 51, put 3 zeros, dash, dash, dash. After that, you have to write next one, put 52, then 10, 52, 2 zeros, 52, 3 zeros, dash, dash, dash. You can write infinite numbers. There is no issue. Fine? Okay. There are infinite irrational numbers between two rational numbers. True or false? True or false? True. Which is saying true. True. Ekant saying true. Correct. There are infinite, as I show you here. Between two rational numbers, you can write infinite irrational numbers. Okay. What about this statement? There are infinite irrational numbers between two irrational numbers. This is true or false? This is also true. This is also true. Good. Okay. Sum of rational and irrational is always rational. True or false? This is false. Right. Depends saying false. Correct. And what if I write difference here instead of sum? Difference of two rational numbers, difference of rational and irrational is always rational. This again true or false? No, not false. That also true. What is true for plus? That is true for minus as well. See, 2 plus root 3. This is irrational. And 2 minus root 3. This is also irrational. Here I have written rational. So this is a false statement. Fine. Okay. So now the time is up. Since it was a demo class and you have to notice some basic things in demo class. You have to check whether I am able to communicate with you properly or not. That is the one thing that you may have checked already. Whether I am able to explain the content clearly or not. That you have to find out. That would be your decision. But before joining the class, there are some concerns from my side, which I want to tell you, repeat once again. Ninth class is the one of the important class of the life. In fact, this is the first important class of life, from where we start thinking about our career. So you are in the right class now. And discipline is one of the factors to excel in life. Undisciplined people can't excel in life. In my class, there are some disciplines. First of all, you have to keep the camera on in every class so that I can interact with you and I can understand what are you doing during the class. That is the one thing. Second thing, we have to cover the classes in 60 classes, right? And we have to start from the basics and take it up to level 2. What I have felt, I'm repeating again, when I explain the content of school level, the students are okay, they have no problem. But when I come to level 1 and level 2, they start surrendering. So if you are committed enough to put 2 hours per day on maths at your home, then you must join the class. But if you think that is not possible for you, you will just take the class and you won't do anything, then you will be not at all benefited. That I'm telling you in advance. So you have to keep these points before joining the class, which is my concern. I hope you enjoyed today's demo class. You may have learned little bit of basic things which you had no idea earlier. During the classes also, you will keep up learning many things. Best of luck to everyone. My best wishes are there with you. Bye. Over to you.
Tariq sir, yeah, thank you so much, Tariq sir. Okay, kids, just wanted to give you a tour once last time as all are here. Okay, so let me give you the tour of feeding tail and everything. Hope everyone can see my screen. Okay, so as you know that these personal details you can update, right? So after that worksheet I have already shown you. So the live classes are there wherein you can see your reading material, your question papers, and your schedule and your holiday calendar. Okay, so you after this you have to just select your specific subject, mathematics, and your topic for which topic you want to see your stuff. So after clicking on topic, you'll get the reading material and question papers over here on the screen. Okay. So this is a schedule wherein you'll get to know in which specific session we're going to cover which topic. Okay. That will be little comfortable for you that you should not miss any of the session and you'll get a clarity beforehand only that in which session we're going to cover which specific topic. So each and every PDF is downloadable. What you have to do is you have to just click it over here. Click here to download the PDF. Okay. So this is all about schedule. And this is a reading material. You have to just click it over here and you'll get your reading material on the screen. You can download this PDF in your device also. Like in future you want to read, you are not online, so you can read it from here. Okay, so this is the question paper. Excuse me. So this is the question paper and this is the answer key. I advise you that you should download your question paper, take out the printout, solve it, and once you're done with the paper, then check your answer keys. Don't take out the printout of answer keys parallelly because that will not give you the clear practice. Because obviously, sometimes if answer keys are right next to us, then we get curious to see the answers parallelly. Okay, so I advise you to solve your question paper first, then check your answers in your answer keys. Okay, so this is set 2. This is answer key. This is set 3. And this is answer key. Okay. And here is a holiday calendar that you should not take unnecessary holidays because already class is 3 days a week. Okay, so there are festival holidays already. So this is all about the live classes in which you will get your schedule, your holiday calendar, your reading till, and your practice question papers, and in worksheets you'll get your worksheets. Okay, so you have to just select your subject and you'll get the worksheet, wherein you can click on take exam and you can solve it, right? And performance, you get to know your performance. So hope everybody has enjoyed the demo. There is no enthusiasm, nothing like that in grade 9 students, right? Okay, so if you have enrolled, that's great. If you are not enrolled yet, so quickly go and enroll. I'm sharing few links in the chat box. So this will be helpful for you. I think entering in grade 9 take you in a zone of little more sensible, little more calm, right? That you're entering in a teen age or growing age. Okay, so these are the few links wherein you can just go for the course. Okay, you can click and buy the course. Hope you all enjoyed the session. Many more will be coming in future. So all the best. Wish you good luck. We'll see you in the classes. Okay. And just recall all those rules which Tariq sir has told you because he's a very good mentor. Wonderful mentor he is. You'll get your each and every concept very clear if you'll be going to take classes from him. Okay. All right, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Tariq sir. Bye-bye.